Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Welcome back, everybody. We're just doing some more chill No Man's Sky today. My buddy should be popping in a little bit later on in the stream to join me for this one. Yeah, so we're just gonna play. I'm gonna dip into creative mode again for a little bit and work on some Corvette stuff. I just forgot that turn this off. There we go. We're just gonna hop in and do some more Corvette stuff now that I have a more clear vision of what it is I am wanting to do with the Corvette. And then once my friend is ready, we're gonna hop back into the expedition mode. I'm gonna keep working on the base for us. And I'm going to work on teaching him some of the mechanic. Because he's still very new to the game. He's just been focused on the Pokemon side of things. The legally distinct Pokemon side of things. So we're going to get him used to some of the other content as well. At least that's the plan. Oh, sorry, I'm watching my own stream on my phone. Some amount of engagement. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, let's hop into creative. I need to figure out how to do a downward offset. I need to bring the entire ship down by half a half. I have not been able to figure out how to do that without this crazy complicated modded structure that people are using, and I don't want to do that. But, alright, let's get this thing back to the space station. I'm not going to build an entirely new one, though. But this does look pretty damn cool, and it is pretty damn close to the vision I had. But I feel like we can do much, much better. But I got the general gist of how I wanted my ship to look right. My ship flies at this weird angle, and I'm not a fan. My ship appears to be stuck in the water. That is slightly problematic. There we go. I was stuck in the water for a second there. Okay. Man, this ship does look pretty nice. Still not how I wanted it, but it is indeed frickin' cool. But I think I now have a much better idea of how I want to actually do this. So we're definitely going to save this one and start a new one. So I think my issue was trying to do my standard thruster design that I really like doing. That was actually causing more problems. And I really want to flesh out this railgun section even more. So let's head back to the station and keep working on this. But I really like that railgun center section. And I want to flesh that out way more. I was also considering making the top part of the ship double-pronged instead of one. But that might be overdoing it just a little bit. But I really want to recess and hide the guns even further back inside the ship. Oh, just a traitor? Dude, you're messing up my flight path. He's really messing up my flight path. Okay, so having the giant fin on the bottom is really making it hard to land this. Hopefully it'll land inside the space station. That would be rough if it didn't. To the wrong side of the space station. Hopefully it'll land just fine, and we don't glitch out and destroy all of existence. Okay, all of existence did not get nuked, so we did something right. Okay, yeah. Looks cool, but we can do better. But the general idea of what I wanted the ship to look like is correct. It just can't land on the water. Which is kind of lame, but it's okay. Yeah, I want this to be even longer, like at least one more full hab length to get the look I want to go for. But let's practice with some offset stuff. I want to see if I can get it offset down by like half a hab. If anyone knows, if anyone tunes in and they know the trick for that, that would mean a lot. Okay. Put down our landing gear as per usual. I am curious if I do the downward hab trick, go down one full hab, if I can still put stuff on the underside. No, I cannot. But that does make me want to try something. Okay, I cannot offset a half hab down. Wait. I may have just done that. Okay, we are half a hab down. Cool. Only downside is now I can't put the landing gear where I want to. But hey, we're half a hab down. That is a plus. That is most definitely a plus. And that's going to create some new snap points for us at the very least. So, hold on. Let's mess around with this, see what we can do. See if we can get the shape of the ship we want using this method. Yeah. That's looking about right. Yeah. That's doing it for me. Only problem is now I have landing gear clipping inside of my ship, don't I? Yes, I do. I can technically put the landing gear back here, though. So we're gonna have to figure that out. But hey, we have new snap points. Hell yeah. All kinds of crazy new snap points. So we are moved down by one full hab now. Which means I can delete this. And we're gonna have to put the landing gear kind of hidden somewhere if we can. Think. Let's keep putting our habs down. We'll figure out something special for our landing gear here. Because it just needs to be on the ship somewhere. And not clipping through the floor if we can make that happen. Could do some amount of clipping on purpose. Coming up with ideas, guys. Hold on. Does this count as landing gear? No. Okay, so this is launch and that. That might be worth trying. But let's go ahead and get the structure of our ship put together. Definitely want this. We're gonna put our landing pad thing on the back. Like so. Although that doesn't quite reach the ground because of how we did this. So maybe instead we do this. Drop this one. We'll put a thruster of something back here later. But let's get the shape we want down. Okay, so we definitely want one more Titan-class hab. Let's make... that's enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's do... How do I want to go about this? Yeah, so that feels right. Let's definitely do that. Let's make this maybe not a full hab longer. Oh, hold on. We'll make the bottom one a half hab longer. There we go, like that. And that will be our starting thing. And then we will do another Titan-class hab here. I think what I'm going to do is have one on either side here. Like so. And... yeah, and then we need the one on top for our main cockpit section. Because it turns out that this is actually supposed to be 5 tall. Which is way taller than I would ever build a ship. Personally. Like, way taller than I would personally ever build a ship. But that is fine. Two, 3, 4. Okay, hold on. Let's start working on our weird front end shenanigans we usually do. So let's take another Titan hab. We're just using this for the offset bullshit. So, trying to remember how I did it. So it was like this, throw the thing on the front, grab it. There we go, I had it. Okay, and that will allow us to do the thing. So what I need to do is get rid of this, put this on here, go to move it. When there's another hab under... oh, yep, and put another hab under it. Do the same thing down here for construction purposes. It will not let us. That is annoying. Okay. So, yeah, let's move this like so to get our new attachment point. Delete this. Stick our big-ass wing thingy on there. There we go. I'm trying to remember how I did this the last time. It's so hard for me to remember the steps I used before. Like, it's so hard for me to remember such a simple thing. Like, how I did it before. I've already forgotten how I've done this. How I did it on the other ship. I cannot remember stuff like this. Oh, no problem, Isaac. Sorry, I just saw you. I'm doing alright. Just waiting for my friend to hop on for the night. We're gonna play a bunch of this tonight. So I'm messing around in creative mode, coming up with some ship ideas. I have this really cool ship, and I'm trying to recreate a better version of it, but I'm suddenly forgetting all the steps I used to create it the last time. It's such a weird process. How have I done this? I have forgotten. Okay, hold on. Let's try this way. Yeah, this might work out a little better for me. Grab our thing. Let's do a little glitchiness. Glitchy. Grab that. That will allow me to build the hab here once I get rid of this. There we go. Now I can build down, which should allow me to now snap this other part on, if it'll do it. We can now drop this, throw this back on. That's doing it. Okay. All right. It's doing things. Things are happening. Okay, get rid of that. Now, how do I do the other side again? That's the part I can never remember how to do. Because I can't do that again. How did I do it? This is infuriating that I can't remember everything I've done just last stream. I don't remember how to recreate the ship I did last night. How? I guess maybe we drop this one. Put this on here. Can I build down again? Yes. Okay, that did something. That helped. It's messy, but it did the job. The job has been done. We have done it. Now I can put that back. Like so. Yes. Now I got to do that down here. But we did it. Got that to work. Okay, so to do the thing I want to do, let's get the top part done. We want the not firebox. Where is it? The longshore. Put the longshore right there. We're gonna put a hab under it, and that's gonna allow us to mount a gun there. Should allow us to mount our phase beam array right here in the front, like so. Yeah, phase beam array right there in the front. Now we can drop this. That should also allow us to put cowlings on here. Aerofoils, I mean. I could flip that. That would look kind of weird, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd probably look kind of weird. Okay, now we got to get the bottom to work. So, repeating the process. So, tighten hab in the middle. Put an air duct on it. Glitch build. Get this puppy here. Delete. Put another one on the other side. I probably should have done this first, for obvious reasons. Because now it's going to be almost impossible to get the bottom one. No, never mind. This is working as I planned. It's all coming together exactly as planned. There's no issues happening here whatsoever. It is perfect. We are great. this one back, like so. Now to do the same thing on the other side. Bring that forward, drop one below it, attach the other side. Glitch building. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay, Valisimos. We did it. Okay, Now, could do this again, but what happens if I flip this puppy? Does look cool. It does give us another snap point, but it's not how I want to do this. Let's, watch this all be for naught because of the glitch we did to start this build with. Okay, let's get our, what's it called? Where are you? The Aeron winglet. Yeah, we need to flip this upside down. We need this to come one forward, though. So what's going to be the best part to fill the gap? I could just put a ducting joint here. Put the ducting joint. We're going to recolor everything later. I just want to get the foundation built. Alright, now we can put our Aeron wing on. Like so. This thing's going to end up looking like a boat. That's the plan. Would be cool if I could put that on the bottom, but it doesn't quite fit there. Yeah, I think I'd like that being where it is. I like having the phase beam array kind of hidden up here on the front. I could make that more visible, though. I feel like that deserves to be seen more. Man, that's not sleek enough for me. Not sleek enough for my liking. What to put here? Well, now that I have the gun there, I can put this here. Yeah, that works. That works for me. I wish I could... you know what? I have a plan. It's all gonna come together. It's okay. We're all good. Let me put another heavy linkage. Yes. We are going to put down the exact same thing we were doing. So we need any one of these slanted pieces for now. We'll put you here. We'll temporarily flip this upside down, put it here for the purpose of attaching that gun back. Phase beam. Attach this puppy right here on the front. Does it have to be a hab for me to put it there? It might have to be a hab. That's okay. We can put a hab there. No problem at all. No problem. That should now allow us to put the gun back. Because I want that gun there. Yeah. Delete this, we delete this. The gun's just kind of floating there. Not a fan. Not how I want that to be. It's too far forward. Too far forward. Now, it did give me the option to put guns on either side of this, though. Like there. And there. That is a thing I can do. I want all the guns to be hidden. Random Dora reference that only we'll remember. Yes, I do that all the time, actually. I do that quite often. There we go. Yeah, hide this in there like so. Give me the other one, please. Yeah. Neat. Because we're going to turn this thing into like a big gunship. That's the plan. Okay, I got my guns in. Let me put my part back on. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and start coloring some of this. We want to invert the colors, and we want red. Yeah, like... We'll do that. What is this metallic one? Oh, we could do metallic red. That works. Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, that's rusty. I didn't know there was a rusty option. We'll do that for now. We'll go into more detailed coloring later. Okay, well now I can put stuff where I want to put stuff. Now, how did I do this before? Oh, there it is. Boop, there it is. Put that there, that there. Do the same thing on the bottom. This ship's gonna take a shitload of pugnium and platinum to actually build in-game. I mean a shit ton. I can go ahead and start hiding my railgun setup in here, too. Can't go there. That's okay. All right. Railgun, here we go. Rotate. Flip. Do the same thing here. Hide our guns back here. Use our guns at the back. I have plans for this. This is already looking much better now that we've got the method down. Let's start filling this thing out. Aaron wings. Guy I got this idea from, his is very different, but guy I got this idea from, he had his with like a bunch of extra layers that I'm trying to avoid adding myself. Okay, let's see about our engines and stuff, getting those where we want them. Definitely want... How much do these clip through the hab? Surprisingly not that much, to be honest. Still more clippage than I would like. So I need to get this here sealed off somehow. That's cool if I can get that to work the way I want it. Okay, but we definitely need the rest of our wings here. We want our A engine to be link up with these if we can. Let's forget where these are. Yeah. That, yeah. That looks nice so far. In like so. This is getting somewhere. I'm liking this. That front end is clean as hell. But we need to at least temporarily get some more layers in here. I honestly should not have done the center column first. Well, that's okay. For now, actually, what we'll do, we'll drop these so I can put a relay joint in there just for the purpose of filling the ship out. We want... something kind of like this to fill that out. It's a little gappier than I would like. Wish I had something that filled that space out. You do need to get this game sometime. I would love to have more people to play online with, buddy. It's on sale right now. It's only... I think it's still on sale, buddy. I highly recommend it. The survival mode is amazing, and you can construct the challenge to make it. You can go permadeath. There's all kinds of crazy challenges you could do. It's great. It is a blast. Okay, let's see if we can... Let's check out what our engine placement limitations are going to be. Where's the big wings? Yeah, the wings of Aaron. I keep wanting to say Aaron. See, that is almost what I want. Question is, how much is that clipping into the ship? I do not want any of my habs being totally clipped in. Let's move it forward one then. That'll be less clippy. Let's get our basic things back installed so I can test everything. This is just here for a test. Not actually building this for the purpose of flying it. Throw an engine on the back, just so we have the bare minimum systems installed. Let's see how much clipping is happening. Repair. I don't want to swap with my current ship. No. I've run out of ship slots. No. How unfortunate. No. I am sad now. Crap. Okay, I gotta think. Okay, good. Okay, that doesn't destroy it. Let me store design for later. Okay, let me switch to a different ship so that I don't delete this one, because I really like what I've built so far. Now, the question is, what should I get rid of? Okay, the Warhammer 40k Thunderhawk, I am sorry, but I'm gonna have to nuke you from orbit. I like you, you're cool, but I plan on doing a better version of you later. Do a better version of you later. You are cool, though, but... Sorry, that thing just said Corporal Bong, and it threw me off. Resume previous design. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to... Wait, why won't it let me... How do I do? How do I get rid of this Corvette? How do I get rid of it without just deleting it? How do I... Okay. I switched ships. Now how do I get rid of this one so that I can build a new one? Do I just have to delete it manually? I don't want to, like, break my game by doing that. Hold on. I have to check something. So I have to sell it. If I want this to work, I have to sell it. So I'm gonna sell to this guy over here. Hey, buddy, you want a Corvette? Yeah, let's trade in my current ship. Cool. Now I gotta go scrap this ship in the terminal. That's some hoops you gotta jump through. Still waiting on my friend to hop in. Now I can scrap this. Begin salvage analysis. Claim scrap worth a shit ton. Thank you very much. Cool. I now have a shit ton of money. Now I should be able to finalize that design. So you could theoretically just build Corvettes to sell. Technically. Okay, cool. Now I can get on the inside. Oh god, what just happened? Whoa. Okay, I knew this was a possibility. I knew this was a possibility. That because we shifted everything down... The floors are not lined up properly. Okay, I knew this was a possibility. But it was worth trying. Yeah, you can't shift halves down by 0.5. This is awful. I'm stuck. Okay, but at least now we know what we were doing. So all of this can now be fixed. Now that I know what to do. So I'm not going to get the in the water look that I'm going for. But I can now build this the way I want. I needed to make sure before I went any further that that is how that was going to work. I know I technically didn't have to delete all of this. I could have just moved everything down by 1, but... Okay, now I understand what I'm trying to do here. So let's put our landing gear back. Start putting our halves back down. Thing is, I don't like my ship being this long. But I gotta do it. We gotta do it. This one can be shorter. Just go for a walkway. I've already forgotten how long I had the previous one. I've already forgotten how long the previous one was. Let's get our parts back on. Sorry, my nose itches. Put our lift back on. I've already forgotten how long this was before. I think we had it just a walkway longer. Put the hab. Do the thing. Easy enough to remember now. Like so. Delete. Put another hab down. Offset. Put our thing here. Yeah, like so. Technically, I did that backwards. I have to do one. You have it. Those sides you do first matters. Okay, so we will do this here, like so. Delete this, put another hab down, but one forward. That will allow us to do the thing again. Like so. Delete, delete, delete. Same thing on the bottom. So we hab, stick it, ducting, move hab over. Come on, work with me. Camera, work with me. You know you wanna. Close enough. No. Hate that the back button does that. Ah, fuck. I screwed it. I screwed it up. Put that there. Delete that. Put the other one in. Put this one here. Add in our Aeron blade. Take this hab here, put it here, add the Aeron blade. Delete, 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 and we have the foundation of our ship done again. Neato. Okay. Now, let's get our struts and everything put back in where they were. Heavy linkage. Maybe a ballast tank would be better. Yeah. I don't know, that just looks a little more industrial. I just don't like how there's that gap at the front of the ship. I wish there was a different part I could put there that worked. That looked a little less, flat. What happens if I just put this there? It does look cool, but I really like that being further forward. Yeah, we'll make that further forward. So, let's see if there's a better piece I can put there that just looks cool. This one firebox stands out too much, doesn't it? It doesn't actually stick out that too much on the bottom. That might be worth doing there. But then I can't put my pointy bit on the front. I want my pointy bits. My ship's got to have pointy bits. That's just how it goes. I feel like so much time would get away from you doing this. Yes, and it did last night. I was planning on doing like a bunch of base building stuff, but I got so distracted because it took me so long just to figure out exactly what it was I was trying to create. Now I know what I'm trying to create. I just got to make sure I get the various glitch building steps done. I will be hopping into survival mode stuff in a minute. I'm just killing time until my friend's ready to hop on, because he will be joining me. Yeah, let's fill it out with this. We'll just do what we were doing. Let's try not to be too fancy and get myself all confused here. Also, what does this look like here? That sticks out too much. Does look cool, though. Does look quite cool. Yeah, I think we're just going to stick with our good old friendly heavy linkage. I get along with the heavy linkage. I vibe with the heavy linkage. Okay, add our wings back in. Not our wings, our nose cones back on. Flip it. Flip it good. Yeah, get our nose cones back on there. Okay. Now that I know exactly how I'm going to fill this out, let's get the back half prepared. So something I definitely want to do for this build is somewhere on it have these on here like this, like on the underside of something. I really like the look of that, so I kind of want that. I like the look of just having these big blades. But let's get the back half done. Okay, so we want the wings of Aeron, the Aeron drives, and the Ambassador heavy boosters on here somewhere. And we don't want them clipping too much if we can avoid that. Issue is getting them where I want them to be without them clipping. Drop these side frames for now. The ship is going to be wide, but I need it to be cleaner than that. Because we're going for a boat. We're going for a big space boat. big old space boat. Something kind of like that, maybe. Okay. Wings of Aaron? How were you placed on there before? This needs to be above those, but with room for thrusters behind them if possible. I can bleed these together a little bit. I want this up here. Can I put the Aaron engines on there as well? Kind of. Kind of. I want them here, though. We might have to get creative with our good old lovely friend, the relay joint. Yeah, you're gonna get in there so that I can put the drive where I want it. Yeah, fuse them. Fuse the, when in doubt, fuse the drives. Now the hard part is grabbing that. Now I can't grab this. Shit. What have I done? Let me grab my cube. Let me grab it, please. I don't want that there. Let me move it. Shit. Oh, that works. That works. Put that back. There we go. Okay. Now, if we can get more thrusters in here where it makes sense, I'm gonna do it. Has to make sense. Yeah, I can squeeze these in there on either side. I have to really decide how I want the back of this to look first. Mr. Carpet Goblin, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for my friend to join so we can do some survival mode stuff, but he's taking his time getting home. Okay, so we got those on there where we wanted them. And there shouldn't be any clipping. I don't think I have anything clipping inside of the ship, which is usually my concern. Ah, yes, and we're fusing. We're fusing. Parts being fused. Oh, yeah, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's all coming together, baby. This ship gonna look good. Yeah, get in there. Flip around. Struts. Get your booty in there. Hell yeah. He's in. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Actually, I kind of like the white. I'm kind of vibing with it. Kind of vibing with the white. And we're going to be hiding guns in here, like in this back compartment. So we got to fill out this space as much as we can with something. So we're going to put a relay joint there for now, so we can start attaching things where they make sense. Wow, that goes in there. That is super surprising that that fits in there. I could put fuel tanks in there. Could put fuel tanks in there. This would also be a great place to hide the generators. So, Seto-class reactor. The one we want is the auto-recharging. Hyperdrive range, an extra 190 light years. Okay, where can we... Yeah, we can hide Zenith-class reactors all up inside of this puppy. I wish you could rotate the reactors and have them sideways so you could make a row of, like, coils. That would be so cool. And this is just a shield generator. Yes. Yes. Shield generator it is. Let's fill in our gaps, because we can hide generators almost anywhere. I'm going to do something kind of creative here. We're going to hide a relay joint inside of here for a cool purpose. We're going to take these, if it will allow us to. We're going to fill in this space as much as we can with relay joints, just so I can see about getting those vertical wings in there. Would really like these in here somewhere. So, it's not doing how I want it to. Oh yeah, we have these. One of my favorite parts. I've been forgetting to use it. Ooh, that really squeezes in there nicely. Oh, go back where you were. That was cool. I like that. Now... Oh, I didn't do the engine on the other side like an idiot. Let me do that first, before I forget. Alright, we need to fuse in an Aeron drive. Like so. It is fused. Then I need to move this puppy. I can no longer move that forward, because I have this here. That's okay. Move that forward. Grab the cube. Move this back. Put the blade back. Put that right back where it was. Yes. Yes. Grow, my beautiful starship, grow. Could sneak another row of blades in here. That is something I could technically do. But we're not doing that. We want these here. Yes, bring these all the way back. Let's build a frame for adding more parts. Now, I gotta try not to hit the parts complexity limit, which I am always worried about hitting with these kinds of builds. Yeah, see, I like that. I really like that. Now, if I had the block there, I could put this further in. But we'll see how it looks once we get it fleshed out more. I'm going to do one side to see how it looks first. We can go ahead and add in our Arcadia housing there. Yeah, okay. Might be worth moving this back. I really like that being there. I need to put something else there to fill in that gap. So hard to put there. Maybe? Still experimenting here. Let's try spacing it out with another block. That there. Take that out of the way for now. Put another one here. Now attach this. No, I keep pressing the B button. Okay. Well, now I can't grab that again. Annoying. Now I can grab the cube again. Cool. Delete, move back. Okay, so that is kind of floating with that there. I needed that cube there. Shit. I actually needed that cube to be there. Always forget where it is. This here. Like so. Yeah. Okay, that's better. That is much better. Cool. Let's forward. Now I can delete this cube. Put something better there. That just makes more sense. That's too far back. That is still kind of floating, but that is okay. We will fix that. That will be rectified. I just need something better to put there that makes sense, that fills that gap. Would theoretically put a reverse Vesper diffuser fin? Like that? Maybe? Or maybe one of the curved ones there? Because I just need that to look like it's not floating. Like it is currently. So once again, unto the cubes. Technically a half cube, but whatever. Would put in fuel tanks. Put in that. That's not going to help with the floating issue. What about you? That's not going to help with the floating issue either. We don't want this part looking like it is floating, which it currently is. That does something. Making that look less floaty. Be something I can shove in there that does the job. Could technically throw in some big-ass engines. Some more big-ass engines. You know, we could just make this thing look even angrier. Oh, I forgot about these. This is one of my favorite parts, too. I forgot about this. It does count as an engine. But that might be a bit much. Can't put another A-round drive. Kinda can. I just got a message. I will read that later. It looked kind of important, though. If only it wasn't clipping with the engine itself, that would be perfect. But it is clipping with the engine itself, and we do not want that. That one isn't, and it kind of fixes our floating issue. Yeah. That might do the trick. That might do the trick quite well. I can remove this, put something a little better there. It's gonna be good to put in that position. Always put a relay joint. They're pretty good for this very thing. Oh wait, no, I was gonna put the Aeron wings there. Not Aeron, the Arcadia wings. Yeah, that fills that gap. Move this back, and cool. Our engine setup is nice and good looking. Now I just gotta do the same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so all this is back in place. Now I gotta do the same thing on the other side. And this piece I can now probably take out. Yeah, probably take this piece out, put something else there. Gonna switch this out for the basic one, the smoother one. Yeah. Okay. Put a different block there. Something that's gonna look better in practice. Because I'm gonna put another thruster, a regular thruster on it. What is a good-looking block? Put this here. I want like a good, nice, good set of staggered thrusters back here. Let's leave room for that thruster to breathe. And we're gonna put twin thruster, because that just fits better there. Neat. Neat. I am happy with that. Put this thruster here. Now we need to do the same thing we just did, all that nonsense on the other side. Which is gonna be a pain. Now we can hide our shield generators in there. We want these puppies hidden in there as much as I can. Like so. Gonna let me put this inside of here. Yeah. Wish I could rotate that part so much. Really wish I could rotate that. And we can shield our hidden guns in here. If we put this here, we can hide the guns. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna forget everything I've done on this side if I don't start doing it on the other side now. I just wish the generators were not blue. But alas, they are indeed blue. Now, do I remember how I did any of that? No. This is why you do it on both sides while you're building it. So take this, move it out of the way for now. Bring our cube back in, put that there. Take you, put you there. Temporarily delete this, move our engine forward so I can remove these. Put in a Titan burst thruster. Remove this, throw in an Arcadia wing. Like so. Move that back. Neat. That is done and out of the way. Put our Firebird here, flip it upside down. Put our twin thruster on there. Now, hopefully we don't overdo it with the thrusters, because if you do too many thrusters, they will not light up. It is a weird quirk of this kind of stuff. I'm also curious, can I put an upside-down Speedbird on here? If I chose to use the fuel canisters instead? That might be worth checking out. Yeah, I could do fuel canisters instead. Okay, well now I need to get the wing on there. Now, how to recall how I did that. Oh, yeah, I need to put the thing back. Shit, I done goofed it. I goofed some stuff. Hold on. How much did I goof? Oh, yeah, we goofed. We goofing it. We goofing it. We need to put our cubes back. Put our lovely blocks back. Now the question is, will I ever remember how I did this? The answer is more than likely no. For whenever I get back to my main save and do this properly. That seem right? Yeah, that seems right. Now, once again, cube, remove. Titan thruster. This thing is going to be fast as hell. Titan thruster. Delete Arcadia wing. Move the engine back. Problem solved. Put Aeron blade back. And I think we're back in business. We're back in business. The business is back. Now, to go back and put back the parts I was putting in. Firebox upside down. There's our new or better engines. Pull these engines back a little bit more. I don't want them to be not visible from the front. Yeah, I wish I had something else to put there. Like, I know I could probably put a Titan, but that'll definitely cover that up. Yeah, that'll cover that up, and I don't want to do that. Could put more AA-RON drives. More of my AA-RON drives. And I kind of like that being the way it is, though. I think now it's just decoration stuff. Don't want to cover up those thrusters, but I also don't want blank wall. Sorry. Everything's looking the way I want it to. Just gonna be a matter of getting this thing colorized. Do not want to add any more rooms. Let's avoid that. Alright, so I got my generators in on this side. Let's get the generators in over here. So we want another azimuth. As far back in as I can put it. Where did I put the other one, actually? I can't even see in there. Right in the middle, okay. I cannot see in there. Where the damn? Jeez. So... put in... Acadia aerofoil, yeah, to fill in the gap. Neat. This is gonna look so freaking cool when it's done. Alright. Now, to get this thing fully filled out. So what we want to do is we want to put this here. Maybe not that level. Let's put on our next floor first, where we're gonna put our captain's quarters. Yeah, we want this here. And then... so, how are these connected? So, I just want to make sure there's a path up. But if I can fill in more reactor room, then I'll do it. I could technically have a room here in the middle of my ship, if I wanted to. Just an interior space. I could do that. Because I don't want too many habs, is the thing. Because I like my ships to be very compact if possible. But I could just use most of it for storage. That's something I can do. And I don't want it to be more than 4 habs tall. But I think we're going to have to make it more than 4 habs tall. Speaking of, I haven't done the underside yet. Well, let's... Titan-class hab. Here. Then we're gonna put in a... one more... be a good amount of room up by the cockpit, if possible. But maybe we'll just do this. Keep it simple. This in here, like so. I really want an observation deck up here, but if that's not gonna fly, that is okay. Love a top observation deck with windows on either side. That would be really cool. You know what? Screw it. Let's do a central stairwell like here. Another hab here. Make this a double. Nah, doesn't do what I want it to do either. Right. I gotta think. I gotta big brain this. Because I don't want this going too far back if I can avoid it. I could put a window at the back. That is an option. Could also have a central room if I wanted to. Like, detach this, put a room in the middle. Just trying to avoid that complexity limit. Because I haven't even put the weapons in yet. Staggered. I guess I could put a Zenith class in there. And do that. Kind of works. Kind of being the operative word there. We'll put the Zenith class down here. You know, hide it better. That's probably better. I'll put the Zenith class down there to hide it. Have one of each type of reactor up in here. I forget you can clip these. Those clip. Get our cockpit on there. Put the windows here. As long as they're not clipping on stuff. Yeah, I could put windows here. Give myself some kind of observation room near the top. I just think it'd be really cool to have these, though. Like, right by the cockpit. Can do that. That's cool. That's a thing I can do. did I want to put there? I had an idea and then I lost it. Oh, the fins. I forgot my fins. Gotta have my fins, bro. Can't have one of these without the fins. You gotta have them, bro. You can't not. You just can't not have them. Bird. Kind of fills that out. We have our upper cockpit section, so we can hop in and out as we wish from the back without issue. Now I just gotta fill in these gaps, and I think we're done. Just gotta fill in gaps. Make that a single hab. That's not a hab. I can't get up from there, can I? Yeah. Take this out, put a single room. That there. That will allow us to get some guns bled in a little better. Let's do a... Nope. Firebox. No. You. Put a gun in the front of that. Maybe instead... I'm trying to find that perfect look. So, yeah, that looks better. Neat. Okay, why don't we just fill in gaps? Just to know that that can go there. How many cubes I still have hiding inside my ship right now. What's taking my buddy so long? I guess he's not gonna be able to join me, guys. Shame. So we'll just go in and do survival stuff in just a minute. Just trying to get this thing looking perfect. The amount of pugnium this is gonna require to actually build this ship for realsies is insane. Like, unhinged insane. Not as clean as I would like it. Alright, this last part's gonna take me a bit because I'm figuring out how I want this to look. This is just the decoration stage. If only I could, like, save these blueprints for future use. Theoretically just use this. Add the exhaust detail. Yeah, that kind of works. Now I just need to fill the gap with something that makes sense. Yeah. That looks good. A little over-engineered, but, you know, I'll take it. Alright, now we just gotta fill it out with the weapons and stuff. Hopefully we are not exceeding or getting close to part limit. That would be super unfortunate. Okay, so we just need our decorative pieces. These. We just need a bunch of these. Oh, we're approaching... we got 7 more pieces left. Oh, no. We might have overdone ourselves a little bit. Ooh, I gotta find ways to thin out the build. Because we're too close to proximity limit. I mean, complexity limit. Might be worth dropping some of these reactors, honestly. Oh yeah, because this cube's gonna go away. We're gonna be removing that cube. Okay. That removed some parts. Oh, I wish the complexity limit was not a thing. That's so frustrating. Super frustrating. Screw you, complexity limit. Is there any out of sight, out of mind parts I can get rid of now? Besides that. Oh, I should install the windows outside of the build menu. Yeah. That might help. Side. Get on there. Thank you. Okay, the windows don't count towards complexity limit anyway, unfortunately. Oh, shit, I can't build the ship I want to build. This is not cool. Okay, no, we have room, potentially, for our parts. We might be good. Might be good. Might take these off. Because they're cool and all, but they're kind of in the way. Okay, so we need our cyclotron ballistas. We'll put the cyclotrons at the front. Could also put them on either side. They do count towards the complexity limit, unfortunately. Put another phase beam array here. And another infra knife here. Okay, we have 4 parts left, so I need to find something that will just completely fill the gap here. That will do it. But that is also a part I don't necessarily want to be there. I need something that's going to fill this gap, cover that up completely if I can. Just want to fill this gap, bro. I just want to fill the gap. That's all I want. To fill the gap. If only. If only. That would be so cool. To have this on either side. But that ain't gonna fit. I just need to cover this gap. I need a good part that's gonna cover it that isn't gonna... I just wish these would go forward just a tad bit more so I could, cover... That almost covered it entirely. Because I don't want these guns to be visible. I might be able to take these off temporarily, put a block, and then put something there to fill it. Let's make both of these cyclotrons. And we'll put the phase beams on the side instead. Yeah. Or I could put missiles in here. Let's put missiles instead. Yeah, we'll put the missiles in the side. Because I have a laser array up top. 4 more parts. Ooh, it's still rough. I'm running out of space here. I'm running out of room to do the thing. I need to fill this in too. But that would take up 4 parts. Unless I can find 2 parts that'll fulfill the role just as easily. Like, yeah, I could put more blades in. But that's not quite the profile I was going for the ship. I'd put these there. But I just need to fill in that gap with less parts if possible. What to put there? Like, that's cool and all. That would be really cool, but it's not red. It wouldn't be red. Dealing with limited parts is frustrating. Hey, that covers the guns. That covers the guns surprisingly well, actually. Hold on. Can I put anything there to fill that gap? Could I put a block back there? No, it has to be something that can go on a sidewall. Okay, well, now I know that. Now I know that that works that way. Okay. Let's see what I'm putting down myself here. that'll clip like a mother. We want to avoid clippage where we can. Like, that might even be clipping through the bottom. As cool as it is, that is probably clipping. If only. I just want to hide my guns. This is looking really cool. The front end is so clean. That front end is so dang clean. I could move these forward even further, potentially, if the missiles weren't there. I just want to hide my guns. You know what? Hold on. Let me drop the missiles for a second. Let me see if I can put anything else there at all. I can. Okay. And that lets me put something there, which might let me put something to fill the hole. Like that. To be something here I can use. Sorry, my brain's like not happy with this last little bit. Last little bit's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, I guess my friend's not joining me. That's a shame. That was kind of the whole point of today's stream, was for us to play the games together. But it looks like he's unable to join me. He has not messaged me back since I started. Gotta get something in there that's just gonna fill the gap. Come on. I just don't want it to be visible. This is gonna drive me insane. Gonna drive me I hate how sensitive that is. Okay, but that does give me the option to move this forward if I wanted to. It does give me that option. I just don't like the way that looks that far forward. And not knowing how to fill this last little bit's driving me nuts. I could drop the generators too and put the generators in the back somewhere, you know, concealed. That is also an option. I just want to fill in this gap, man. Put a big ass... You know what? You know what? You know what? That kind of does it for me. Hold on. That's kind of doing things to me. It's kind of making me happy. I really just need one of each weapon because I can add the mods in later that do the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. You see? Yeah. I can put a missile launcher inside of here. Now let's put a missile launcher up in this puppy. Upside down. Get in there. Yeah, missile launcher. So I have my 3 weapons that I want. Yeah. You see? It's cool. We are right at that part limit, though, so we have exactly 4 more pieces to put in, which means I can fill out the last of the lower deck here. We just need our decorative chunks to fill it out. There we go. I keep losing it. Only there was something I could put to fill that last little space. Kinda doing it for me. I just wish there was something I could put right there. Let's put our windows back since they don't seem to count. Yeah, they don't count. Windows do not count. Okay, cool. Now, I think we just get everything colored. And I have room for 2 more things. I could theoretically put some other guns or something on here. That makes sense. Did I fill out the back yet? Yeah, I filled out the back. We're good. Back is filled out. Yeah. Now we just color it. So let's do these. Let's go with the red on those. Oh, yeah. That looks nice. That looks real nice. Yeah. Nice and clean. Simple and clean words to a song. Something, something. I only have 2 more parts left, and I don't know what to do with them. I need something decorative on here somewhere. Something that makes sense. It's interesting that I can put that there. I'm not gonna, but it's cool that I can. Yeah, let's just put something decorative up on top. I like that just being flat. I just like that being flat. I have 2 parts left, and I just need to figure out what I want to put there. Because nothing else will count towards complexity limit, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, I wish I could find some way to use these as, like, the part of the coil gun. But I do like the gun I have. Should I just focus on firepower, I guess? Just more firepower? Because we can put guns on either side here. Cyclotron's most important, but... last little bit's gonna drive me nuts. Just not knowing what to put here. Forgot about all these crazy shield generators. I'm not too worried about shields. This thing's gonna be... I'm just gonna upgrade the shields the old-fashioned way. It'd be cool if I could put a forward-facing thruster on the front here. That'd be really cool. Hide these landing thrusters. Kinda can. Depending on how I do it. If I put what's it called? One of these upside down here. I can kind of hide them. I wish I could hide the landing gear better. I can put it over. I can put it under, like, anywhere on here. Keep pressing that button, man. Keep pressing that button. It's not cool. Wish these didn't stick out so much. Fortunately, those are buggy. These ones here, these are buggy as all hell. How will a standard landing gear fit down here? Not bad. Get in there. $99 parts. 99. But now I have a proper idea of how I want my ship to look for the future. So let's just throw something decorative here at the front to fill it out. Something that makes a little sense, you know? Just to fill in this last little space. Might as well use the part limit. I have a part limit and goddammit, I'm gonna use it. I'll just put that there. Move that further back. Back here. I'm an indecisive bitch. A very indecisive bastard. You know what? Let's just fill out the bottom. I'm satisfied with that. Cool. I think I'm ready to finalize. Compare. Add to collection. Hell yeah. Alright. It's done. It's done. My giant masterpiece is complete. My giant boat is ready. Now I just need to figure out the best way to get up to my cockpit. This is not where my cockpit is. That is not where my cockpit is. How do I get... Let me find my cockpit before I try to... Okay, that's not my cockpit. That's not my cockpit. I think this is where my cockpit is. Ah. Okay, in the future, I will definitely be doing this ship much better. But we now know. To get to my cockpit. I think. Yeah. God, I hate 4-level designs, but I have to. It's the only way. But hey, it flies. There we go. I wish you could deconstruct the photon cannon. It bugs me that you can't do that. So yeah, I could probably do this much simpler in the future. With less parts now that I know what I'm doing, kind of. Because I feel like everything can be moved back a little bit more. But I am enjoying this thing. This thing is nice. Let's get this puppy in photo mode real quick. Let's move the sun over here. Get a good look at her. That is indeed a sexy craft. That is a very nice craft. Big ol' space boat. I am a fan. I am a fan. I just wish that there was a better way to navigate up and down between floors. We need to be able to put teleporters on these things. Like ASAP. Give me teleporters or give me death. It is pretty cool. Yes, we can go back to see how it lands on water. It's kind of an important thing. How well is the first-person camera? Can I see over the front of the ship? Yes, yes I can. Now, if it wasn't for the wanting the whole railgun look, I could do a single layer of this and it would look really nice. Just one long ship. Theoretically, I don't have to use habs on the bottom either. I could use just the joints. That would actually cost more parts, though. I have to do that. Oh, me, oh. Actually land above the water properly without doing that weird nosedive thing it was doing before. Doesn't look like it's nosediving. Nope. I just wish I could get it to float on the water. Someone showed me, mentioned a glitch on how to do that. Although it might look better if I actually had the aquajets. In fact, can I install the aquajets? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Aquajets. Yeah. It's not that deep. How will it look with aquajets landed? Okay, we didn't teleport inside our ship. That's always nice. Yeah, I built too many stairs. Yeah, I might end up moving a hatch to the front, to be honest. Get in through the front or something like that, and then move up. Initiating aquatic landing. It does not land any lower. So what's the point of aqua jets on a Corvette? It doesn't land any lower. And if you do an aquatic landing, it doesn't drop the teleporter, so you can't get back in. Why? Why is that how they chose to do that? That is strange. Curious. Strange. Very, very strange. Does still look quite cool, though. Also, I never checked. No, I did not want to do that. I did not mean to do that. I keep trying to press X. I've gotten so used to just using fighter because of the expedition. I keep trying to press X to get out of the ship. But all I wanted to do is see how much I could see out of my windows. Wow. I can see too much out of my windows. Too much. You know, I did just think of something on how to do a front thingy. Well, this is still cool, though. Still very cool. It's just weird that I can't see the water if I'm, like, up against the ship. I have to be close. But I wanted a window so that I could get out of my, my driver's seat and actually look out the side of my ship and scan stuff. This is really good for finding, like, salvageable scrap. Neat. Well, my new Corvette is done, and now I just gotta figure out how to recreate this in my main save with less parts. Because that is too many parts. Boy, does it look sick as hell. A little thruster. Pretty good. I am satisfied with the build thus far, and now I have a good blueprint for the future of how I want to do it. I just need to find a way to compact it a little bit more. Maybe put some lights on the outside. In fact, let me do something. Let me get rid of all these extra stairs I've inadvertently built. Because I'm dumb. Get rid of this one. This one. Those cannot even be used. Yeah, we have to be on the top level. The level just below the top in order to get a viewing deck on the top. Okay, so I don't know what to put in these rooms is going to be a thing. I do not know what to put in those. This is cool. Honestly, it'd be cool to make this even longer. So, here, I think if we put a ladder here, yeah, we'll have an entryway into space, which is what we want. And I'm going to turn this into some sort of engine thingy, since we cannot access that front room. So this is going to be some kind of engine thing. So it's not as big as it looks. I can get rid of this staircase. Or I can get rid of this one. This one is not going to help me here. Yeah, we'll get rid of this one. Don't need that. I want to go ahead and decorate this place. This is the bottom deck. This can be all of our cargo stores. Cargo stores, refiners, that kind of stuff. This floor, this smaller floor here, this might be crew quarters, kitchen, that kind of stuff, maybe? Mission readouts. Yeah. This is going to be our main base section here with, like, grow beds, engine room kind of stuff. Yeah. Seems good. Let us... no point in swapping it. That's fine the way it is. Yeah, these rooms I literally cannot fit anything inside of, so there's probably no point in me trying to build anything in them. Yeah, nothing's gonna fit in these. Not even grow beds. I don't think. Yeah. Those are not gonna fit anywhere in here. I don't even think I could put windows here if we wanted to. No viewports, nothing. Crew berths. Crew berths would fit here. Some rooms on the way up. Same thing here, since nothing else can fit there. Sleeping quarters for anyone who joins the ship. We will put our mission radar right here. Although I should have switched hab type up here just for the purpose of a... Oh god, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Yeah, I should have put mission radar here just for the purpose of a... I mean, not mission radar. Different hab type up here just so we can have a different kitchen type. Yeah, let's see if I can put some lights on this bad boy. Since I have an access to space. Can I put lights on this? And how are people powering their lights on these things? Like, how are people powering lights here? As far as I'm aware, if I put this down, it's going to be like, hey, you need power, buddy. Maybe this one's better. These ones are fine. Yeah. Let's line the roof with these. It's a different light that would be even better. These lights are probably not good. Ooh, yeah, that's a good place to put these. Let's put these here. Nah. Clips a lot. I try to put it there. But this does form a very good guide for me to put these. I wish the sun was in a different spot. Really wish the sun was in a different spot, so that I could better see what I'm actually doing here. Do this on every other one. Get some lights up here. Yeah. This is coming together. Yeah. Put one of these. Oh yeah. How do I make a digital door? There's a thing for that. A special piece that works just for that. I think it's one of these signs. And then I resize it up. And I believe it can be used to essentially form a door, kind of. This might not be the exact piece. Yeah, it might be the other bigger one. This one. Yeah. The hard part is getting it in the right spot. Because it very much wants to clip through the wall. Curse you. They need to fix that bug where things try to rotate on you when you're trying to build them on, like, walls and ceilings. They're constantly trying to change sizes. How do people do this? It is so hard to do. That one kind of works. Put that on the outside better. Almost. It keeps trying to build it on the stairs, and that's so annoying. I just want to completely cover the hole. That is all I want. That's all I want, is to completely cover that hole. Son of a bitch. Did that completely cover it? Not quite. And just let me know he cannot join, unfortunately. Okay, this needs to be even bigger. Oh, come on, this is so hard. Still not covering the hole. At least not completely. Because I'm trying to create like the look of like a digital airlock. That's the goal, at least. Theoretically, I could put another thing here to fill it out. It's like if I fell off into space while trying to do this. I don't know how people do this so flawlessly. Okay, well now the entire hole is covered, so that's good. Maybe it was this one. It might have been this one, guys. No, maybe not. It doesn't quite fit. Okay, well now we need some lights on the outside here to brighten up our day. Yeah. Now I can see up and down the full length of the ship. Yeah, those do not power aboard a ship, unfortunately. Can't use those. Those do not power aboard a ship. Well, that's cool. Hold on, can that be made to make railing? Oh shit, I can make railing with that. If I so chose to do so. My character is bouncing. Cool if there's a way to illuminate the entire, like, front of the ship. Unfortunately, I think all of these lights require being plugged in. I can use tube lights. Now I need to get on the outside and really decorate this. I might stop in just a second, take a super quick break, run some laundry, and then come back and we'll do our actual expedition stuff. But I've just been having a blast crafting this ship. And we'll save the rest of this for a future stream. I wish we could put windows and stuff on top. Are there any other light sources we can use? Does not look like it. Forgot about all this stuff. Yeah, those might be the only light sources we can use. Is these ones. Yeah, it looks like these are the only ones we're allowed to use. Oh yeah, I can make these big. I forgot about that. I can make these puppies big. I've completely forgot about that. Well, this is neat. This is real neat. I am a fan. And I don't clip on these when I try to walk over them, which is nice. Nice. All right, well, let's get this back in the space station real quick so I can finish putting on the exterior stuff. And then I'm going to take a break and actually do expedition stuff. Oh, yeah. I have a hatch. I can just walk down this. Yeah. Yeah, we need elevators. Hey, Hello Games, add a ship elevator that just flawlessly goes from floor to floor. Or just allow us to build teleporters on our ship so we can just go up the bridge. So I can have a row of teleporters that just say, to bridge, to cargo, you know? That way they don't even have to be attached. Let's take this back. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. I hate when the hatches don't close. It always bugs me. Yeah, I don't like having my thing right up against the hab because then you can't see all the way to the front of the ship. Care about no trade frequency. I'm in creative. I don't need to buy shit. Wasn't expecting to spend this much time just building, but it's fun, so here we are. Yeah, because you can't wire up anything inside of a ship. Thing is quite smexy. Super smexy. Alright, let's get build camera. And let's work on some lights. Let's just get as many lights on this puppy as possible. We need... Where's my build camera? You can't do the build camera when you're doing starships. That's dumb. It's real dumb. Keep repeating what we were doing here. Oh. Get this ship super nice and lit up. Put lights on the bottom, it'll actually light up the ground underneath the ship. Get in there. Get him. Get. There we go. And then the last one back here. I'm glad these are not doing the weird rotating thing. Yeah, get that all lit up. And here we'll put some on the underside. right in between all the arrows. Okay, these don't freak out and auto-rotate on me, do they? Not quite. They kind of do. That's the wrong axis. Shit. These do not like being on angled surfaces like this. So maybe we won't put those there. We will put these here. I gotta get these relined up perfectly between those arrows. I just realized those are technically floating. Well, there goes that plane. I don't do floating lights. But we can put them here, and it'll be way less noticeable. And I can now put a decoration on the outside that'll fill in that ugly spot that I don't like. Like a data cabinet. It has to be on the floor. What about wall lockers? We got any wall lockers? We got vent fans. These usually make pretty good decos on stuff. How big can I make these again? Pretty big. Pretty big. I think it's probably gonna be better to do tall cabinets here. Yeah. Fill in this gap much better. And I'll recolor these later. Ship flying by shook my camera. Then I can put something to fill that gap inside of there. Need something more cylindrical. That's one of my favorite interior parts. Love this part. That might be a good place for that vent decal. Yeah, put this in here and resize that puppy as large as I can get it in there. Yeah. That'll fill that out. Make that look a little more full. Oh, wow. I could put that there. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm enjoying this too much. Same thing up here. You here. You here. Get on there, damn it. I'll recolor them later. And then I forgot what the procedure was to, like, copy a part. Because I'll need to copy all the lights because they're at a certain scale. And bring them over as well. Right bumper duplicate. There we go. Put this over on the other side. To fill in that one gap. Totally forgot I could use this stuff to fill gaps. So I could realistically significantly reduce the part count. Significantly. Let's get our big old fan in there. Our biggest fan. No, wait. Let me duplicate the one on the other side. Do 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 do. That shit scared the shit out of me. Okay, and then over here, how do I have these lights? I have them all up above center. So, right bumper. Let's just light up the whole bottom of the ship. I want this thing to really light up anywhere it lands. It would be really cool to find a planet that's got a really shallow spot where there's water. To where it wouldn't count as a water landing, but shallow enough that the bottom of the ship goes into the water. But I'm really curious what the point of the aqua jets are on a ship like this. Okay. Got our lights on. We got our vents on. Do I have these vents up here duplicated? I believe I do. Just between the lights, yes. Cool. I probably could have removed some of the filling I put up here and put non-base parts on there instead. You know, since this thing technically never needs to land on a planet, I could technically just have this one entrance up here, remove this entrance entirely. So that... And then just, at my base, have like a dedicated, like, dock or something where I can pull the ship up next to it. Or something like that. Like, build my main base, like, on a cliff. So it overhangs, so I can just pull up next to it to get on my ship. That would be kind of neat, but I want to get back on top of the ship. I'm going to do one more thing before I take a break. I want to see about making a engine system out of the cyclonic lathe, which is my favorite thing to use. So, where's the cyclonic lathe? My favorite little base building part. Not here. Cyclonic lathe. Where is you? There it is. My favorite base building part. All because of what you can do with it. So we take 2 of them. Position them kind of opposite of each other. You can build a really cool looking engine thingy. How do I have that on this side? I want to get these as symmetrical as possible. That didn't come out the way I wanted. There's a way to do this, a very specific way, where they like overlap in a certain way and create this really cool engine looking effect. Where'd you go, lathe? I lost my lathe. There it is. Theoretically, I could just make it really big, center it. There'll be a lot of clippage, but that's fine. Is that centered? Kinda, not quite. And what can I put behind it to make it look all fancy? What's going to be the best tool for this? Maybe you. It's weird that this is called a cabinet. This does not in any way resemble a cabinet. That centered shit. It's not perfect. It must be perfect. Stop rotating, damn it. Yeah, let's go with something round. Because it won't, do that. If I accidentally delete this thing in front of me, I have to quit. Because I can't, I have to rebuild the entire ship to fix it. Yeah, this is round. So this might work better. Easier to shape and maneuver here. Where's the color option? We want this to be red. Like that. Hey! What's up? Sorry, I just saw you in chat. Chat's been very quiet. How's your day going, buddy? Sorry you couldn't join me. Sorry to the audience. You would have been quite the entertaining. You would have been quite entertaining had you been able to join, sir. I wanted to show you so many things about this universe, but you done did fail me. Not getting the cool light when I do it like that. God, I hate when it does that. Still not centered. It's so hard to center things when the camera itself is off-center. It's something. We're getting there. You were the entertainment, but you weren't here, sir. You weren't here to entertain them, my friend. You've abandoned them. They're all their hopes and dreams. They're all gone because of you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. God, putting things on the walls here is the worst. So this is going to be engine, so let's put some storage here. Yeah, like that. Limit 1 per base. Okay, that's fine. I'll put a different one there. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, let's get some barrel fabricators in if we can fit them. On either side. Can I do it on both sides? Yes. Yes, I can. Now, will it be symmetrical? Damn right it will. There we go. That is one of our engine rooms that is for our primary weapon. Neat. Wish I could better fill in these gaps up top, though. Stuff. Whoa, that is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Get that I can put stuff on top of these. What would be better there? Engine room that produces some fuel. Cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, we put habitation stuff in here. Cool. I got my front engine done. Yes, it would be easier if you lived here, buddy. But alas, the cards have not yet aligned. But damn. You think this looks cool? Because of the building technique I used to get the ship the way I wanted it to look, those rooms were unusable because there was stuff clipping into them. So I have made them into charging stations for the primary guns. I need to put one on the bottom as well. I don't know if you've seen this ship yet, buddy. I don't know if you tuned in after I had finished it. It's still a work in progress. I'm not done with it yet, but it's pretty cool. It's coming along nicely. I wanted to put those cyclonic lathes on the outside to really create that railgun look. But we have a giant railgun here. Oh shit. Oh shit. You telling me? Son, are you telling me I can do this shit? And it's gonna be hidden on the inside? These be recolored? No, those cannot be recolored. That is unfortunate. Cool. Now, can I do that on the other side? It probably won't be symmetrical. Actually, yes, it will. It will be symmetrical. Hold on, I gotta duplicate this one then. Bumper, duplicate. And how far forward is that? Just past the cowling. Where's the leg at? Okay, just under it. Like... Can't see. Okay, it's right up against this. Oh, this side doesn't want to go there. Aha! I had it. I had it. I had it. I had it. It was perfect. It was almost perfect. Ah! I had it. Means I do need to move these lights forward then. Those lights no work. Lights worky here though. Yep. You will go straight. That's what she... Align the goddamn cards. Cards? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, sir? You're gonna line up. There we go. Okay, that came out pretty good. It looks cool. Well, let me show you the full ship in just a second, my friend. It gets even crazier. Okay, so now the question is, can I make this look even more railgun-like with some sort of lighting device that I can fit between them, like a large lighting coil or something? If this would go flat, that would be amazing, but it will definitely not lay flat. Do we have any other light sources that are big, bright, and large? Don't quite think so. Could put light pillars in between these. I don't know why my character's bouncing up and down, but it is what it is. Okay, anything in here that could look like a cannon piece if I built it right. That cannot be scaled. That's an emergency heater. Stop bouncing, damn it! My character, he's so excited. He wants to bounce. Oh, moving hasn't aligned the cards. He aligned the damn cards. Yeah, I get you now, buddy. And that's not working there. It's not doing what I wanted to do. I wish I had something I could put there that would fulfill the role of like a coil gun part. Those will not go flat, like, at all. Yeah, I wish I had something that looked like a coil gun part, but I don't think I do. At least not one that'll fit in here properly. Like, yeah, I could make these large, but they'll clip weird. Might be cool to leave it open like that. I know I said I was gonna, like, take a break and then go do my expedition stuff, but this is fun. Now that I have an idea of what I'm building, the creative juices are flowing. Because it would be cool to have, like, capacitors along this length. And that does really hide the weapons. If I had known I could have put that there, I might not have had to put those big-ass engines there. But I do like the way the big-ass engines look. Okay, we got our lockers. Let's change the color of these. We want these to be red and white. Actually, I should probably make these black. do black. Well, you black. That's what she said. Wait, what? Why did that come to mind? That doesn't make sense. Make you black. Yeah, I wish I could change the color of that. Two. Oh yeah, these. Black. Black. Cool. Alright, let's take a quick joyride. Because then my buddy needs to see how cool this thing looks. In its entirety. In flight. Yeah, I like the... Oh, wait, that was the wrong door. That was my door to the outside. Yeah, I gotta get the interior layout much better for the future so I don't have to do all this up and down stairs situation. So, you too, buddy, can build a ship like this. Get to third person. Wait, where do those rockets launch from? Hold on. They just launch from the sky. So my main gun is firing. Nice. About my... So my photon cannon fires out of any of these. So they fire out of wherever your guns are placed. Okay. I wish there was like some giant like beam weapon you could have equipped. Alright, let's get in photo mode here. Let me move the sun. Over here. Alright, so the ship came along very nicely. I really wanted to have a big spinal gun kind of look going on, and I think I did pretty well on that regard. I think I did pretty well. Yeah, now I can just put something along here, maybe. But I do like how the whole ship is lit. Now, having access to this section of the ship up here would be really cool. I might not actually need the, this landing bay back here, because I could just use the one up top and just build my base to accommodate it instead. But damn, this thing looks good. Now, watch me never remember how I built this. So I'll never be able to replicate it. Ever. But hey, it's still very cool. I achieved what I sent myself out to do. Now I just need to find a way to upload this to the No Man's Sky Corvette group. Damn, that looks cool. So if I had put all of my guns on the inside, like entirely on the inside, they would all fire from there. Yeah, I wanted to go for something that looks kind of like a boat. Like it could be a ship that could land on the water. So that's what I went with. So I have this bow that goes all the way through. I wanted the double-decker coil gun, but I'm not a fan of it being 4 stories tall because I like to be able to hop in and get into my cockpit super fast. But I wanted to have this observation deck on top. So I think what I need to do is find a way to reduce the part count and get the same general look, but a little less cluttered. So I can have a bigger observation deck on top. I might actually just make the entrance up here on the back and just make it to where it's easy to jump up there, because Corvettes never have to land. They can just hover above a place and chill there. So why not just hover, use the teleporter to get up and down? But if my ship is at my base, I can have a platform that gets me up to there. Because I don't like having to come in through the ground floor and walk up like a bunch of ladders to get up top. So I might just make it to where I jump up to get in. Or at a front landing that has a more direct route up. But that'd be hard to get another level in there. And I have to have my cockpit, if it's going to be a top-mounted one, it needs to be 1 level above the main deck so that I don't just see the nose of my ship when I'm flying. But yeah, I am pretty satisfied with this. I think it could use a little more love, but I did hit the parts cap, so I don't know what else I can do with it for now. But I do love the way it looks. So let's go skydive, and then I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to come back, do my dailies, and then I'm going to have to call it. I do work tomorrow, so... Alright, let's go back to our lovely world with water we had over here. Yeah, I have a kitchen. I forgot I put this in here. Man, we are flying in space. We are going. Look at us go. By the way, you can do this with Corvettes, buddy. This is why I wish we had Corvettes in the expedition, because you can do this. It's on autopilot, so... fully furnish this thing in a future stream. I know my stream title said that this was going to be dedicated to the expedition, but I was having too much fun. Alright, let's skydive. Just for fun. That is a very lonely tree up there. That's a very lonely tree. I could put a railing back here, but then they'd say we're leaning all day. All right, here we go. Hell yeah. I wonder where the teleporter landed. Hey, it landed nicely on a flat surface. Yeah, Corvettes literally have no reason to ever land. What the hell was that? Oh. Hey, buddy. There you are. Nice to see you here. I forget this thing has autopilot. I totally forgot I had this thing as a drone. What is that? That is cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take a quick break. And then I'm going to come back and do my expedition dailies. And yeah, I think that's all we're going to do for the streams. The stream didn't go as planned. My buddy was supposed to be playing with me, and we were going to be doing base building stuff and all that. But since he couldn't join me, I just decided to just continue with the Corvette while my creative juices were still there. But in the meantime, I will see you back in like 15 minutes or so. I will be right back to continue. Probably actually won't be that long. But I will be right back. Which is the button for the be right back? There it is. Alright, I'll see you guys in just a sec. All right, I am back. Oop. I have returned. For the three of you that are watching, thank you for turning in and staying here. Now, I'm just gonna fly back to the ye olde space station. I just realized I never had my overhead light on this whole time. So it was probably hard to see me, and I was probably blurry. My camera gets blurry if I don't have, I just noticed the water caustics in this planet are crazy. My camera gets blurry if I don't have enough light being fed into it. Alright, let's get back up to ship, go back to the space station. I want to take a quick catalog of all the ships I've built so far, and then we're going to go and do our dailies. Wow, that is weird. I swear every 10 minutes in this game, like, ooh, that is weird. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to better position the cockpit. I don't like how I have to go up so many levels directly on top of each other to get up here. Now, I know I could technically, if I wanted to, I could technically leave the floor below me as an open space, like a gap, and then put the landing gear from the central elevator landing gear here, and just go down to the next floor and do it that way. But I don't know. All right, let's get back to the space station. This is a really cool ship. I sure do enjoy it. What's that? Also, do I even have a Corvette on this save? I mean, not a Corvette, a freighter? Do I have a freighter? No freighter owned. Okay. I was just curious if I had a freighter or not. Alright, let's get to space station, save, go back to our expedition save, do our dailies before I have to go do my final prep for work tomorrow. Can I go out on the deck while we're still flying? God, see, I do not like having this tiny little staircase here. I can go out on the deck. Cool. Neat. Ah, space. It's so beautiful. The elegance, the story of why. See, I've always wanted a ship where I could walk out on a deck while it's flying and just look at stuff. It's what I wanted. And by golly, did I get it. I did it. So cool. Yeah, I'll never be able to recreate this in the main game because there's no way I'm going to find all these damn parts. Made it. Yeah, this needs a railing. Music's spooky. Corvettes are so fast, just inherently, because you put so many thrusters on them. Nowhere near as maneuverable as a fighter, but they are faster than anything in the game. Only in a freighter, I mean a Corvette, could you actually outrun the Sentinel cops pretty easily. Neat. Over the sun repositions itself every time I come in here. Yeah, this looks cool. I do enjoy my ship quite a bit. Alright. We are saved. Let's go back to mode select. Go do our expedition stuff. My eyes! What do I look like again? Oh yeah, I'm Darth Vader. Okay. Dailies. We must do them. That guy has a gold-plated ship. I like gold. Look at us weavers. We keep on weaving. Prismatic core shall belong to us. All your points are belong to us. I like how 100, they're both like over 100,000 behind. Alright, let's go blow some stuff up. I really, really, really need to be going back to my main save to do the Quicksilver missions because I need Quicksilver. There's so many things I want to buy from the Quicksilver shop that I have not purchased. Yeah, I hope that these guys, these swarm guys, become a main part of the game. What? Just dealing with, little dudes? Swarm? Just doing swarm stuff? Swarms approaching. Gotcha. Are you not locking on, ship? Ship, please lock on. There we go. Hey, ship, why aren't you locking on? There we go. Oh, because they hadn't engaged me yet. I was like, why aren't you shooting? Hey, buddy, if you're still here, if you want unlimited nanites, I figured out an unlimited nanites glitch using this expedition. You just need enough material to make a bunch of portable refiners. That was quick. Quick and easy. Barely an inconvenience. Hey, circuit boards. So far, all of these dailies have been occurring in like the same 3 systems over and over again. I almost missed the hole. That's what she said. Man, I want that ship. I want this to be my dedicated cargo hauler. The Vulture. Yeah, I want to have a squadron of fighters that is like a dedicated like interceptor, 2 sentinel ships, and then one of these is like a heavy bomber. Like this one's just gonna have rockets and the shotgun thing on it. Somebody over there has a broken jetpack. Ew, what? Ew, but ew, what is up with your face? Ew. I don't like it. I don't like it. Looking at him dropped my frame rate for some reason. supply chain. Oh, these are easy. What do I need to... Oh, I already have the cargo. Cool. What does he need? Easiest mission ever. Dioxide. Good thing I found that. I'm doing my part. The sages are just doing their best. Sages, keep on praying, guys. You'll get there eventually. Royals, you owe us more rosaries. You can't take a break until you've given enough rosaries to pay for the bench. That ship just transmogrified and teleported. It annoys me that, like, I'm okay with people using mods to add stuff to the Quicksilver shop from previous expeditions that you may have missed, because you still have to pay for them with Quicksilver. But there's already people that are using service bots and mods to unlock the rewards for this expedition before it's done. It's so dumb. It's like, just let it auto, like, get to the checkpoint, and then just let people finish it, and when the expedition's done, boom, you get the rewards. Just for some bling. The links people will go through just for some bling. Last mission. Last mission. For those of you just popping in on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. This stream was meant to be a No Man's Sky with Friends episode, but my friend, his day got a little hectic and he wasn't able to pop in. So it ended up turning into just a Corvette building video. We built probably the coolest Corvette I have ever made. And now we're just doing our dailies for the expedition. And then, unfortunately, I work tomorrow, so I gotta hit the hay soon. I am out of fuel? Bullshit. How dare you? I see what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. Oh yeah, let's go. That moon had an atmosphere? It did not look like it. Abzar, the demon, has landed on planet Uraza Alpha. Corrupted node. Oh, no landing place? Shit. Ah, this is one of those planets with the giant wiener balls. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those giant things that I can't see because it's fucking dark here. I still wish they gave us more to do with these anomalous structures. These have been around since pretty much the very release of the game, and they pretty much so far only end up being places for quests. Boundary failure. Alright, we're going to overclock the circuitry with dirt. Hell yeah. I think I have time for a quick silver mission real quick. Yeah. I'm doing my part. I could also go build a couple things back at base. I have some time left. Ooh, I need to clear out my inventory. In fact, let me do that right now. Rocket, here. I summon thee. Come hither. I wish to fill you up. And then send you on your merry way. This planet has a weird color filter on it. Alright, I have stuff. Oh, I have drugs. I can plant that now. I just need animal poop. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I have all these freaking upgrades on me I don't need. Should I get rid of? I don't need the ferrite dust. I can just go get more. Just get it out of here. Just get it out of my inventory. Clear up the space. Bone nuggets. Liquid explosive. I need the storm crystals. I do not need the mordite. Get out of here. Not currently using the Atlanteum. Get out of here. Not using the circuit board for anything at the moment. Drop that. I don't care what's in these. Get rid of those. I can still refine the slop. Get that out of here. Carbon is a dime a dozen. Get out of my inventory. I need the gold. I only have 7 this, so get rid of it. That freed up enough slots. 2 million for that. I'll take it. I gotta replenish my money after buying that freighter. Speaking of... Get over here. Man, I wish there was Corvettes in this expedition. Okay, is there anything on this planet worth scanning? Okay, we got balls. We got sentient balls. Animal scanner. You're a BCA. Nothing too fancy. Any other strange creatures about? Nope, just balls? Unidentified minerals. So this planet's just all balls. Gotcha. I don't like the way these things just have these dangling peens. Back to space. Ow, I broke my knees on my ship. Really, you can't recharge your life support from here. Yeah, I should probably do at least one Quicksilver mission. Check on the base. At least put one more thing up on our base. Oh yeah, I gotta debrief my commander. Where did my ship go? I flew past my ship and lost it. Ah, there it is. It blends in with space. I can't see it. I need to get a ship that's a little more colorful. I never go through the door. I always go under the door. Yeah, I hope they add dedicated, because I know your Corvettes just hover outside. I hope they add dedicated hangars for Corvettes. But I do plan on filling a full squadron's worth of ships in this thing eventually. So, Navigator Zenig. That sounded wrong. There was one time when I had that entire family of identical Gek as my freighter crew. And I had a navigator that I really liked. His name was Navigator Pawlski. And one day I came home and Navigator Pawlski was replaced with Navigator Kambernick. And I was really upset. I was like, what happened to Pawlski? But apparently he got transferred. Assholes. Let me refine this. That is stupid fast. Again! Again! And again. Give me a couple nanites. Okay, anything I can offload here. I can plant nip now. I just need animal poop. So standing planters. I just need condensed carbon. Well, I have plenty of carbon right here. I have unlimited free carbon here. Might as well. There you go. Make some of that condensed real quick. Carbon, where'd you go? Why does harvesting carbon on my ship put it on the freighter? That's a lot of carbon, too. Give me that. Let's put a standing planter in here real quick, just to give myself even more resources. Right. There. Yeah. Unlimited power. I can build another one. I like to put these right here. Like that. Yeah. Can I build even another one? Another one? Yes, I can. Hell yeah. Unlimited carbon generation. Here I come. Get your butt in there. Something on my ship is shaking. I don't like it. I don't know why my ship is shaking. Is someone attacking it? What is hitting my ship? Something is shaking me. I don't like it. Why does it feel like someone's slamming into my ship repeatedly? They need to stop. Okay, let's debrief our captain. I need more ships. Debrief command. Fresh supplies. Moving to next system. 156k. That was it? Just 156k? Nothing else? Damn. That's super unfortunate. Oh shit. Okay then. Alright, let's go check on the flavor vault. I wish I had a teleporter in here. But I don't think I ever got the blueprint for that. What is that beeping? It's driving me nuts. I can build more expansions. Don't have that. I just need the Fecium for that. Nothing there. I could build more storage. How much does it cost to make more storage? Have enough. Why not? Yeah, let's just extend that this way. And I'm guessing I don't have enough for another one. Yes, I do. I'll number those later. Cool. Alright, let's go back to the flavor vault and see what I need to add to my base. What else I need to add before I end my day. I need to put a teleporter in this thing. Oh yeah, someone's attacking me. Who be it? Who be? Someone got beef? Does somebody have beef? Okay, the beef bailed. Space station, where are you? Oh, I'll just use the anomaly. We're at 44% progress on the prismatic core. Halfway there, so maybe 2 more weeks should be enough to max it out, assuming everyone's doing their part. Royals, we demand rosaries. Sages, keep praying. You'll get there eventually. Neat. To the teleporter. Bases. The Flavor Vault. Warp to Flavor Vault. Our home away from home. My plan is for this place to be me and my buddy's multiplayer base. We'll each have our own bases elsewhere, but this will be the multiplayer base. And once I get back to my main save, I'll have more resources that I can actually build at said base. I just wish everything on this planet wasn't freaking yellow. It's always yellow here. I think my generators are in need of more carbon. Let's fill them both up. Probably should check on my sodium farm as well. Let's go check on the sodium farm real quick. Same for oxygen. Give me that.
Technology recharged.
Check on the sodium farm. Freighter, here. Stand by for Titanfall. Wow, this planet's dark. Does this thing have a flashlight? No. Since it doesn't have a flashlight, it's visible from the cockpit. I'll do this. Follow the lights. Go to our sodium farm. Sodium farm is probably full.
Technology recharged.
Colossus here? Oh, the Minotaur uses the Colossus logo for some reason. I need to put an underground garage to at least have all my customization stations for these things. Alright, that's a lot of sodium. I like how our little alien friends just kind of hover around here. What were you guys again? BBC? You can't trust the BBC. Can't trust them. Alright, sodium farm is looking good. I did not mean to attack that sentinel with my ass. Now, has our naturally occurring sodium farm regenerated? Yes, it has. I might put something around this. Gladly take this natural sodium farm. I chose a pretty good spot for this base. It was a pretty good spot. I just wish that we had iron here that I could mine. I like to have my main base have an iron mine just for the purpose of building the materials to build other mines on other worlds. To finish building this dock.
Life support power low.
Damn. Now, what do I need to build? Hermetic seal. I can build a nutrient processor. Give us a nice little kitchen. That sounds good. I have autonomous mining units ready. I need an atmosphere harvester to harvest the natural atmosphere of this planet. Hermetic seal and ammonia. How do you get ammonia? And I need salt for an automated trap. I can make salt, right? Can't I turn chlorine back into salt? Do I still have chlorine in my chlorine mine? Hold on. Let me try something. Does chlorine turn back into salt? Legitimate question here. Where's that small step? Yes, it turns back into salt. At a 1:2 ratio. Hell yeah. That's not what I meant to do. Put that back. Okay, and which one was that for? That was for this. Okay, cool. We can build an automated trap. The fact that this is portable, but the autonomous mining unit is not, still drives me insane to this day. Oh, I lost my metal plating the second I walked away from the base. Of course. Where's the limit? That's the limit. Okay, so we will build camera. There we go, and that way we can build it further out. We're just gonna build these traps in the water near our little dock here. Can I build more than one of those? Do I have the materials for more than one? That is the question. Yes. Yes, I do. We're gonna put another one right next to it. Our little fish harvesters will go and do their thing. Now we need hermetic seal. What is needed for hermetic seal again? Hermetic seal. Well, that answers my question. Just condensed carbon. And that's all we needed. Okay. Let's install the kitchen. Just put it on top of the table. That's funny. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Hold on. Let me move this lamp. Move the lamp. Right there. I'm gonna take this and put it right on top of the table. Cool. Ingredient storage. Yes. Let me get this shit out of my inventory. Wait, can I mix Nip Nip with food? Hold on. Is that a thing I can do? I gotta try that real quick. Hold on. Can I make some special brownies? Okay, I don't think I have the materials for it. But hey, nice to know. I need to plant those Nip Nip buds though. Cool thing is you can put almost anything in this storage. Recipe catalog. Oh. I wish the refiners also had that catalog option. That is something they need to add. Add the recipe catalog to refiners as well, so you can check your refining recipes. A bunch of people need to suggest that. Okay, ingredient storage. Okay, so we're gonna store all our feline livers, all of our bone stuff. We'll keep the Nip Nip buds in here for now, just so we don't have them on us. And that'll be that. Might move the chairs. This room's just power generation, pretty much. Anything else worth building here? Oh yeah, we need the atmosphere harvester. We need ammonia. How do you get ammonia? Typically found in large deposits or extracted from common minerals after inspecting with an analysis visor. What kind of worlds is ammonia? Toxic environments. Okay. Important. Cool. Oh, my plants regrew already. I like how fast these refill. Okay, cool. Let me quickly multiply some more of my chlorine real quick. Multiply the chlorine. That's a good way to make money right there. Okay. Now, I don't think there's a toxic world close to me, so I'm not going to worry about that. But all right. We made some progress. We built the Dream Freighter. Dream Corvette. I keep getting freighters and Corvettes mixed up. We got Dream Corvettes. I got some new fishing stuff going on. I just need the fishing deployable. Where do we get that? And we need some planters because I want to plant some nip outdoors. I have everything I need for hydroponic trays, though. I could build some hydroponic trays out here and grow some nip out in the wild. That sounds like a good idea. Grow some wild nip everywhere? Hell yeah. That sounds awesome. Okay, I can do that real quick before I end. So we just need pure ferrite and metal plating. So we just need some rocks. Let's go get some rocks. Also, has this refilled? Yes, it has. Fabricator barrels, man. They're so nice to have around. I need to fill a room with fabricator barrels. Okay, so let's go find some rocks. We need pure ferrite, so we might as well just grab these, and these grab carbon too. Need life support. Hold on. Do. Yep. Also gonna need some regular ferrite as well. For the metal plating. We need 2 metal plating. For one of them. I think I want to make more than one. Let's grab enough for a couple of these. Oh, I have all this scrap metal in my inventory. Hold on, wait a minute. Gimme. This is what the rusted metal's for. Two metal plating, please. A little bit more. I want to build like 4 of them. Grab a couple more of the big rocks, and I think we're good. Got a geode from that. Alright, let's go back. Screw walking. Get in the car. I need this thing to be much faster. Farm's going. Can I toggle free placement? There we go. Yeah. Let's just plant some of these. Here. It's gonna be amazing. A couple of these next to each other. Those lines lined up. Yep. Well, that's enough for now. Alright, I just need the fecium. Hey, I need some animals to poop. Let me find some animals and feed some animals. Any animals hovering around the base? Yes, there is. Hey, guys, can you shit for me? Can you guys shit for me? Here. Pacha! Pacha! They have not taken notice to my food. Pacha! Poop for me. I require your feces. Also, I will harvest from you while I'm here. Tease out honey. That's so gross. You gonna poop for me? Anyone else? Are you gonna poop? You know you wanna. You know you wanna take a dump. Can you not do it while someone's watching? Okay. Did you poop yet? Guys, he's not pooping. No one wants to poop when I want him to poop. Does he even have a butt? Maybe he doesn't have a butt. Maybe you don't have a butt. Do any of my lovely friends have the ability to poop? You're a rock. You definitely can't poop. Hey, buddy. Hey, Pine Pine. Can you poop? Somebody poop. Also, I probably need to make more pellets, to be honest. Anyone pooping? Nobody? Really? Nobody? He pooped. Sir, you're standing on top of your poop. I can't grab it while you're standing on top of it. Sir, you're standing in your own shit. Can I please grab it? Sir, I almost had it. Maybe doing this in first person will help. Oh, I almost had it. There we go. Give me that fecium. How much fecium do I need? I need 20 fecium for one nip nip. Someone made more poopy. More. More. Poop for me. It's so weird. Poop for me. Hey, are you guys hungry at all, Mr. Flying Thingy Bobbers? Can you poop? You don't look like you could. Again, what do I know? Maybe eyeball stalks can poop. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, do I have enough for at least one? Yeah. Let me just grab my nip nip. Give me the nip nip. Yes. Yes. 420, blaze it. Oh yeah, these need power. Duh. Click. 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 Ah. Sometimes the wire finicky. Just attach, damn it. There we go. You're still not powered. What the hell? Okay, why will this one not power? What's going on here? I command thee power. There we go. Now I can plant my nip-nips. Get in there. Alright, I just need a little bit more poopy. Has anyone else pooped? Is there anyone else nearby who can poop? I need just a little bit more, sir. Hey, sir! Do you want some food? There you go. Take that. Alright, this is the last thing I'm doing, guys. I can't stay. I'm not asking you to poop, dude. Come on, buddy. I know you got it in there. Come on, all that long intestine-like body and you don't got anything in there? Come on. Here, maybe if I'm not looking. Pine, stop breaking things. He pooped. Excuse me, sir. I need you to move. I can't grab your poop while you're standing on it. Once again, we've encountered this issue before. Can you move away? Come on. He also pooped. Somehow the giant eyeball stalks can poop. Try. There we go. Is that enough? Is that enough to plant more herb? Hell yeah, buddy. We got a proper farm going. Yeah. Nice. I need to put a sunroof over this. Nice. Nice. Alright. This base is starting to look like home. We got a kitchen where we can cook food. I just got honey out of an animal's butthole. I'm curious what that's gonna do when mixed with certain things real quick, so I'm gonna try it, and then I gotta go. I gotta hit the hay. Okay, what is bone nuggets plus butt honey? Nothing. Okay. What is feline liver plus butt honey? Nothing. Sticky honey makes synthetic honey. It's a new recipe. Might as well. Neat. Place is starting to look more homey. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna have to end the stream here. I work tomorrow. I got things I gotta do. Sorry the stream didn't turn out as planned. It was supposed to be playing with friends, but Buddy there in chat wasn't able to get home in time for him to be able to play. That's all right. We have next weekend, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to do some more. And I have some new reviews coming out of my second channel soon, so that will be going on as well. But anyway, if you enjoyed this type of content, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon to know when I upload stuff. Check out my other stuff on here on the channel. If you're on Kick, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to give me a follow, leave some comments in the chat. I can be pretty chatty in there whenever I see them. And yeah, if you are watching this on YouTube and you want to help out the channel, of course, you can check out my second channel where I do those reviews of collectibles, Transformers, all that kind of stuff, as well as my other stuff here on the channel. But also, I do have a link down below for W Energy if you want to save yourself some money and get yourself some energy to help out the channel. It helps out a lot. But anyway, guys, this is Mendoval, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!